Sup world, Jason here. Today I want to give you guys another example of an effective full body band circuit workout that you can do from home. This is something that's ideal for almost everybody and can be done 2 to 4 times a week. So for the pull, I'm going to be doing a standard band row, something like this. I'm going to be doing a bodyweight push-up on my table here. Something like this. For the push and for the squat, bodyweight squats as usual, like so. That will be the primary circuit. I will do a secondary circuit afterwards. I will say also I did my 10-minute warm-up walk, so let's just get straight into it. I'm going to do my warm-ups for push-ups on my knees because I am not very strong. I'm going to do 10 on the first one for that. I'll hop up and do 10 on this. Now once again, you want to focus on form. It is top priority for every exercise. So make sure you've got the form, tempo, and technique down perfectly, or be working on perfect technique. I actually don't know how many that was, but as I've mentioned before, having your heels elevated puts your legs in, most people's legs, in a better position to perform the squat. So play around with the stance and the elevation of the heels and find what works best for you. As usual, I start with 3 on the warm-up for squats. Same with squat and the pull with every movement. The push is no different. You'll need to find what hand positioning and what level of elbow tuckedness comes natural and feels best for you. So you'll have to play around with that. I'm only gonna do 8 for that one. I'm feeling weak. I'm gonna use this marker for where I'm standing in this movement. I'm already winded. I have said it before. I'll say it again. I am out of shape, but that's why we're here. So. Now with any pull, generally you want to focus on pulling with your elbows, not with your hands. So keep that in mind. Do 4 on the squats. Oh, took the shirt off. It was getting a little hot. So for the third warm-up set, I'm gonna start my sets on the table for push. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see how many reps I get done, because this is still technically a warm-up, so I'm not gonna try to do too much here. I think that was 7. We'll call it good for that. Do 10 there. All right, I go for 5. I think that was 5. I stopped counting. I was thinking about something. Okay, so we're through the warm-up sets for every exercise. Minus squat, I do a 4th warm-up for that. And I might do a 4th warm-up for the push and pull, actually, depending on how strong I'm feeling. But, so, based on the fact that I'm feeling a little weak today, I'm going to shoot for 3 sets of 10 on the push-up. Probably shoot for the same on the pull. Big squats, going to do 8, 10, and see if I can hit 12 on the last one. That was 10. So for the working sets on pull, I'm going to move this back a bit to add a little more resistance. We'll see how it works out. I think I'm going to shoot for 8 here. Right back in the push. I'm not sure if that's 8 or 9. Typically, for most people, most of the time, you want to leave a few reps in the tank, so you don't want to go to complete failure every set or really very often at all. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna move this back just a little bit for a little more resistance. I lost track of where I was at, but this feels pretty easy, so I'm gonna do a few more. Probably at 15-ish. I'm gonna shoot for 10. Solid 10. So now we're on the working set 3. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break before I do the last one, just to make sure I'm able to do 10 for the push. Don't think I'll have much problem, but my push today is feeling very weak. I'm feeling strong and or normal in pull and squats, but push is feeling a little weak today. For most people, most of the time, it's better to give yourself a little extra rest so that you're able to do all of the working sets that you had planned. Obviously, like I've said a million times, if you have to adjust, you have to adjust. But if waiting an extra minute or so will help you get those reps, that would be ideal. So, final working set for push, pull, and squat. I think that was 10. I could have done 1 or 2 more, but kind of took a week off the gym, started my new job. Been really tired lately, so I haven't really been working out, so taking it kind of easy today. Now for my final working set of pull, I'm gonna move this back just a touch more. Should have done that earlier, but do a few extras. I don't even know where I'm at. Shoot for 12. I think I can do 12 comfortably. I think that was 12. So unless I miscounted or messed something up, I believe that was the primary circuit. I believe we did 3 warm-ups-ish, 3 workings-ish for each movement. I'll see you for the secondary circuit in just a second. All right, now for the secondary circuit of isolation movements, I'm going to be doing bicep curls, going to be doing tricep extensions by throwing this up over my door right there, and doing pull downs against the resistance. This will be off camera, but just I have to do it this way for the video's sake. We'll be doing calf raises, standing calf raises right there. I'll be doing a plank and then lateral shoulder raises. So let's get into it. For curls, I've been leaning back a little bit more, opening my chest up. This allows a better stretch at the bottom of the curl. And in the stretched position, when the muscle is lengthened, is when you do the most damage, which then requires the most muscle building to compensate. I don't know where I'm at on that, but all right, off to do triceps. 5 seconds to begin with on the plank, because I'm weak. I will be using small plates for my working sets, but for the warm-up, I'm going to start with body weight. My feet will be closer together for the warm-ups, be less resistance, and then I'll put my feet wider to create more resistance. Eight seconds on that one. I'm winded. Took about a 2-minute break in between the first circuit we did and then this circuit. Caught my breath. But I'm out of shape. Whew. This one I'm going to widen it a little bit, making a little bit more resistance. Been doing a little bit higher volume calf training lately. It's good to change it up from time to time. I'm gonna just shoot for 10 seconds on the third warm up of plank. I'm gonna add these in for my third warm up. So. So I think that means we're done with the third warm up. We'll do 3 workings for each of these movements. Increase the resistance a bit. It was a little intense for the first working set, but did 20 on that one. I think I'm gonna shoot for 15. I think that was closer to 12, but we're gonna call it there. Straight into working set 2. I'm feeling the fatigue and lactic acid buildup in my body, which is the whole point, so that's good. think I'm gonna go for 25. You may have to adjust your feet throughout this. Actually takes a bit of coordination to keep your feet in the same spot. Just be mindful of that. Go for 12. It might be a little more than 12, I'm not really sure. I'm trying to focus on my breath work and counting. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, we made it through 2 working sets. Now we have 1 left. Obviously you can add working sets, you can take off working sets, you can increase intensity or volume, you can decrease intensity or volume. Today, since I've taken about a week and a half off the gym, my new job is an insane amount of walking, so I've been very fatigued. I took that into account when I planned my workout. Last one. Okay, so remember to always focus on technique, tempo, form, especially when you're fatigued and tired. That is when your form goes out the window quickest, so be mindful of that. Most people, most of the time, don't want to go to failure too often, but the last set of the workout is a great time to do that. Typically wouldn't want to do that every workout as a beginner. As you progress, you will add in more and more volume sets to failure. So be mindful of that. On to triceps. I think I'm going to do 25 again on this one. think I did 30-ish. I feel it, that calf pump is freaking real. Go 15. Ish. At the end, you could sacrifice form to do what I just did there, but don't do that unless you've been doing these specific exercises for a long time. If this is a new exercise to you, never go to failure. All right, so we'll end it there. That was an example of a quick, effective, full body circuit workout that you can do from home. I think these style of workouts are best for most people, most of the time. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.